This final program in the job series is about advancement. Getting promoted in a job, moving on to a better job, or even opening your own business is all about, you guessed it, your attitude. However, you may not realize that being promoted is not only to your advantage, but helps your employer as well. Every employer needs and wants employees who can do more advanced work and who can handle more responsibility.
Probably the thing that we look for, it's hard to find, and you really can't pay for it. To find people that are willing to really try to learn and to better themselves, which of course increases their value to the company at the same time. But it's a difficult thing to find people that are self-motivated. As a small business, we don't have an extensive training program for new people. They pretty much have to be willing to ask questions, to go out of their way to try to learn new skills. And the ones that do end up becoming our printers and our more skilled finishers and that type of thing.
When they hired me here, I wanted to learn everything I could learn, because that's what they told me. They said, learn everything you can learn and we can bump you up, meaning we'll give you raises and we'll move your position up and everything like that. That's how I learned, is when I was inquisitive.
When I first came in, I came in non-experienced, then never done this work before. Then I had people train me and show me different things. I learned, and I was willing to do more. I want to stay on the same level. I like to move up, and that's what's been happening for me. I've been blessed to be able to learn new things and move up.
We have celebrated his 1-year working anniversary here, and we've given him additional responsibilities besides just being the part-time inserter. He does get pay compensation for those additional responsibilities. I'm very fortunate that I have him as an employee. I wish I had another dozen on the staff and I wouldn't have to worry so much.
Anybody that starts in the shop can go up to service manager, store manager, district manager. A lot of the upper level vice presidents we got with this company started as tire changers. So it's just a matter of getting the right opportunities and doing the job, and you'll work your way up the ladder.
He has some good characteristics, basically punctuality. He does seem to be wanting to learn. I would say the characteristics of wanting to pick up more and be able to find more to do. And I would honestly say that is one of the characteristics we are looking for an employee. More eagerness to learn, the more to pick up, and again, the more you learn on a job, the faster you move on.
Owning your own business is certainly a great way of job advancement. Taking the skills you've learned on jobs and combining them with your own interests and energy to create a business is a great way to have more control over your life. Just remember, it takes a lot of planning and, of course, lots of hard work.
To be self-employed and have my own business and be very successful is, in fact, the American dream. And those that have achieved that didn't start there. Didn't get up one morning and say, now I own the company. And so maybe we have to start working. There are a lot of programs involved throughout the country where you can actually get into a business and eventually branch out on your own, and will help you achieve that. But at least if I'm going to own my own business, I need to know what it is that the business is all about.
Yeah, I've sat and thought about it, and I realize there's a lot of things that have to go through as far as building permit, had to do things within the city ordinance, had to have a certain amount of animals here, and how I'm going to contain them, the sanitary equipment that I'm going to need to keep the area from getting out of hand. I sat down and thought about that a lot, and I realized it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of skills in order to do so.
Now let's conclude our series on jobs with some profiles of some of the people we've been seeing and hear about why they advanced in their jobs. Jonathan Christian is the lead mechanic at Olson Car Care and received his basic automotive training while incarcerated. Jonathan is responsible for opening the store and getting everything set up and ready to go when it opens. His boss, Ryan Lehman, is the store manager and has been very happy with Jonathan's work and promoted him to lead mechanic after he showed initiative and responsibility. Mr. Lehman says that being open to hiring people who have been incarcerated is very common in the automotive industry. Rigel Rivera is an assembly inspector at Mile Marker Incorporated, which makes powerful winches for military and industrial vehicles. Rigel started on the assembly line and worked her way up to assembly inspector, which is crucial for quality and safety. Her boss, Thomas Gonzalez, who is the quality assurance manager, says that one of the first things that impressed him about Rigel was that she volunteered to help rewrite instructions so that new employees could learn to do their jobs correctly. Tree Reeves works as an inserter at the Tallahassee Democrat, a local newspaper. Tree started out with no skills and did basic labor, but became trained and certified to handle a variety of responsibilities, including moving these giant rolls of newsprint from the storage area to the press room. He also helps his boss, Marilyn Lawhon, who is the packaging and distribution manager, with coordinating the final insertions and assembly of the finished newspaper. Ms. Lawhon says that Tree's willingness to be flexible with his schedule and to learn a variety of skills has made him a very valuable employee. Victoria Martin works as a printer at Creative Products, a large printing company. Terry Ely, who is the general manager and Victoria's boss, says she quickly rose from sweeping the floors to being one of the company's most skilled four-color process printers. Even though there was no training program to be a printer, Victoria was determined to learn as much as she could from the very first day. At first, some of her co-workers were not sure she could handle the responsibility, but she did not give up and found people who were willing to help train her while she worked, which really paid off for her and the people she works for. Shalisha Walker is a job counselor for Positive Images, a fascinating group of nonprofit organizations that help people in need with a wide variety of services, including providing the right clothes to wear on a job. Shalisha's boss is Georgia Foster, the executive director of Positive Images. And as a person who has to supervise many locations and services, she needs people that can work independently. She relies on Shalisha to help counsel people about how to prepare for job interviews and find job training,